Hello and welcome back, everyone. This is the Twin Flame Daily Tarot. My name is Toni, and this is the Twin Flame forecast for the full blue moon for Halloween 2020. Hello, welcome back to my subscribers, and hello if you are new here. I am so glad that you found me, and happy Halloween. I hope you like our little setup. We got our skulls out because I always love to have my ancestor altar out, and I love the Day of the Dead tomorrow. So I thought what would be better for Halloween than some skulls. So welcome if you are new here. So as I said, this is the Twin Flame forecast. First, we're going to pull cards for our Divine Feminine. Next, we pull cards for our Divine Masculine. Lastly, we'll pull cards for our collective Twin Flame couples. If you see a deck of cards you like, I will link them down below in the descriptions. And when I refer to Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, Divine means holy, feminine, and masculine, do not refer to a specific gender. So are y'all ready? So I'm so excited. Happy Halloween. It is going to be such a fun day today. What are y'all dressing up as? I mean, I know this is not going to come as a surprise to anybody, but I'm going to dress up as a witch. I'm going to put a little twist on it, though. I'm going to be a bad witch, because you could have had a bad witch. Non-committal. All right. Help you with your hexes just a little. Okay, sorry, y'all. I know. I need to stop it. All right. Let's get the table set. Let's get out our sage. Here we go. All right, y'all. Let's do this. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. And I'm going to clear, bless, protect, activate, and fully align all my chakras and energetic auric grid systems. Beautiful. All right. Let's set the tone for this reading. Beautiful. And we got a little bit of ash on the table. And last but not least, here we go. Let's set our intentions for this reading by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We ask our angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, and spirit, please be present with us. Help us to understand and interpret these messages as we receive them. I wish y'all could see, I got ashes all over my lap. I'm just covered right now. Give me just 2 seconds. There we go. Okay, y'all. Let's get going, shall we? First thing we are going to do today is we're going to pull a card, just a general relationship card for the collective twin flames. We're going to read pull from Getting into the Vortex by Abraham Hicks. So let's do this, shall we? All right, Abraham. What messages do you have for the twin flames for Halloween 2020? What can the twin flames look forward to under this blue moon tonight? All right. We just need one card on the table, please, Abraham. We just need one card. We're just going to take the first card that landed. Here we go. Let's see, what card did we get? We got number 35, which adds up to 8. 8 is infinite possibilities. I love that on a good Halloween night. I have the power to direct my own thoughts. I have the power to direct my own thoughts. Your thoughts do create the reality that you live. And one of the most exciting things about being in the process of deliberately focused thought is that the law of attraction will bring you evidence of your improved thought immediately. And while old patterns may be hard to break, and you may slip back into old patterns from time to time, evidence of your effort will be undeniable to you. And before long, with much less effort than you spend trying to dodge negative conversations or train another into better behavior, all of your relationships will improve. So the concept here is that your thoughts create the reality you live in, okay? And so it is hard to break old habits, and it's hard to, manage, try to avoid negative conversations, because honestly, you could spend your whole life avoiding them. That's not going to get you anywhere. You're going to have to go through it. You're going to have to experience things in order to experience contrast, okay? You're going to have to go through these negative conversations, and you sure as shit cannot convince anybody to change their behavior. They're going to be who they're going to be, and there's nothing you can do about that, okay? The only thing that you actually can give, that you can make a difference in this world, is that you can deliberately focus on on what you want. You know, so if you want to see a behavior change in somebody, change that behavior in yourself. Okay. And I'm speaking to myself. I just want y'all to understand, this is not me just speaking to you. I am speaking to myself here. But if you want to see a change behavior in somebody, change that behavior in yourself. Focus on yourself. Don't focus on, avoiding the conversations. Don't focus on changing somebody. Don't focus on the negative aspects. Just focus on what you want. Focus on, and how do you focus on that? You focus on it for yourself. You focus on changing your own behavior. Focus on changing your own energy. And before long, all of your relationships will improve because you have focused on yourself. You can't help but, as you're focusing on yourself and you change and you grow, people will notice. It may not be right away, I promise. Some people are more stubborn than others. Some people are less attuned than others. And some people don't want to see the change in you, but you just keep showing up and you keep, focusing on your own energy and you just keep focusing on yourself. Listen, I'm going to be honest. This last few weeks, maybe the last 2 or 3 weeks, it's been very, very hard to get my energy up because I know y'all are probably experiencing it too, especially here in the United States. But with the elections coming up, there's just a lot of negative energy going around all the time. And it's hard, necessarily to focus on your own thoughts, but that is really the only power you have to control anything in this life. And you have the unlimited ability to change your life by just changing your own thoughts. Okay. All right. Divine Feminine, it is your turn. Let's get started. We are going to pull from the Work Your Light Oracle cards, Divine Feminine. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the Divine Feminine today? What messages do the Divine Feminine need to hear on this beautiful Halloween? What messages, what will the Divine Feminine be experiencing during this blue moon? We just need one card, please, on the table for our Divine Feminine. There we go. All right, we've got the ever unfolding rose cracked open. It is happening to you. I'm sorry, I always say this wrong and I don't know why. Try that again. The ever unfolding rose. It is happening for you, not to you. It is happening for you, not to you. Just at the bottom, it's funny because look what you got at the bottom of the deck. We're not going to read that, but look, sister head of the rose. So this is about, tapping into your own inner, knowing your own inner priestess, per se, Divine Feminine. And, the high priestess in tarot, she's all about, tapping into your intuition and understanding. So it's interesting. You got, rose here, and then you got rose at the bottom of the deck, which is kind of confirming, it's a double confirmation about the rose. And the rose represents the Divine Feminine and the unfolding potential within her, okay? I mean, look at how this rose is opening up. This is how she's blooming. And as it opens more, she blooms more. She comes more into her own intuition, into her own self. Okay, so let's read about this card. The challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it. Wow, this message is for Toni today. Apparently, y'all, this is me. This is going to be a Divine Feminine about me, apparently. I hope that y'all connect to this because this is definitely talking to me. So the challenge of life is to keep your heart open when you most want to close it, to let life crack you open, to open through the hurt and the loss, to allow what is falling away to fall away. Being human is a courageous act, y'all. It is. A life well lived is full of loss, full of tragedy, and as much as triumphs and adventures. I've had years where, especially in the last few years, where it feels like there's just been one non-stop tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. But at the same time, I'm forgetting to notice all of the triumphs, all of the adventures. It's pretty equally balanced, okay? Wherever you find yourself at the moment, life is coaxing you to keep your heart open. And no matter how much it hurts, don't close off, is what this card is asking you to experience, to continually unfold, to let life crack you open. Perhaps you're going through a difficult time right now. Instead of cursing the difficulty, which I'll be honest, I've been cursing the dark lately. Instead of cursing the difficulty, see that as a blessing. Open yourself up to the truth that perhaps, as hard as it may be, life is happening for you, not to you. Okay? Life is happening for you, not to you. And one day in the not too distant future, you may just bless the very thing that broke you down and cracked you open because the world now needs you. Now is the time to go gently, to treat yourself tenderly, to wrap yourself up in the blanket and trust that, Mother Earth has you cradled in her arms, okay? The seas may not all be smooth sailing, but you are safe and you are held. And there's a saying I love, smooth seas do not make for a strong sailor. Always remember that. One day, not too far from today, you're going to look back at this transformation and you're going to be blown away. Okay, you will. Everything is going to be okay. Let it crack you open. So Divine Feminine, you're being told today to stop resisting, stop fighting, allow it to happen. Understand that we grow more in the contrast than we do. When you're walking through the valley, you grow much more than when you're standing in the sunshine and just enjoying the warmth. You have to work and walk through that valley. You have to climb over ditches and thorns, and that makes you stronger, okay? When you're just standing in the sunshine, it's nice and it feels lovely and it's warm and happy, but you're not growing. You're not evolving into a stronger, better person. So allow it to happen, not just to you, but for you. And so it's very interesting, Divine Feminine. We still got that Mercury retrograde going on until this Tuesday coming up, and we have like 5 planets in retrograde right now. I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot going on right now. Uranus and Aries and all these things are happening. So all these crazy events are happening. Allow it to happen for you, not just to you, but for you. Allow yourself to be cracked wide open. Allow yourself to experience whatever. And listen, we all need to work more on not labeling people, situations, feelings, and thoughts as good and bad. That is very, very linear, okay? And life is not linear. If you follow Doctor Who, he says, a lot of people think his time is a linear event from, one moment to the next, but it's more of a wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff, right? That's what life is. It's kind of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. And what you experience now, you're going to re-experience 10 years from now. And what you experienced 12 years from ago, you can relive right now. That's how it is. And so allow it to happen. Don't sit in it. Don't label it good or bad. Allow yourself to experience, to feel it, to learn what you need to know. But then also understand that as you're experiencing it and learning it, you don't have to sit in that negativity. You don't have to sit there and hold on to it. And I'm saying this to myself because I need to work on this. You have the power to direct your own thoughts, and you have the power to have unlimited possibilities at the palm of your hands just by directing your own thoughts. Remember, as above, so below, as within, so without. What you think within is what you experience without you, outside of you. So just remember, the energy that you feel inside you is the energy you're going to experience outside of yourself, okay? Divine Feminine. Remember, it's going to be okay. Allow it to happen to you, not just for you, all right? Wait, I said that backwards. Allow it to happen for you, not to you. Okay. I don't know what is my problem. All right, y'all. Divine Feminine, let's get you a tarot and let's get some clarification on that. We are going to pull from the Golden Girls Tarot today. All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do you have for the Divine Feminine today? What messages do they need to hear on this Halloween, this full moon? Look at that sun. We were just talking about standing in the sun. And then look, there's the Queen of Wands. Look at that. It's almost a double confirmation there. Look at those sunflowers coming up. And, Queen of Wands, she's that fire queen who, starts new good things. So it's kind of like, sit in, while you're experiencing this, you got the rose double here. And then just now on the cards, you got the double sunflowers. These flowers are coming up to remind you that flowers grow, seeds, you plant seeds in the dark, in the dirt, and then they have to grow up through the dirt towards the sunshine. If you're sitting in the dirt right now, remember that you're growing towards the sun. Remember, you're always rising out of that dirt towards the sun. Allow it to happen for you, not to you, okay? Just remember, you can control your life by controlling your thoughts. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, we just need one card. Please, for our Divine Feminine, what messages do you have for the Divine Feminine today? What messages do you want them to know about this Halloween weekend? Look there, the Hierophant, number 5. I love Sophia sitting in this position. And then at the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant and the Emperor. Okay, well, who's your daddy? That's what I always say whenever I see the Emperor. But then you have the Hierophant. So first thing I just want to point out about both of these cards, you see how they're both sitting They're on their throne. You see how they both have different things going on with their hands. And I really wish I could remember what this is all about with the Hierophant and Emperor. I mean, I know some of it, but this is like the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Actually, that is not the divine feminine. I don't even know why I said that. He is the divine masculine though, okay? But let's just get to talking about that, okay? So the Hierophant, number 5, okay? So 5 is about, changes coming and, or changes are coming, I guess I should say. But with the Hierophant, first of all, that's Taurus energy, which I love because it is a full moon tonight in Taurus. So this is definitely about tonight, this weekend, okay? This energy very much, and even look here in the middle, you got the full moon sitting right there in the middle of the table. So this is about this full moon energy that Taurus is bringing in. Normally, I'm a big fan of the Taurus full moon. It's because the Taurus full moon a lot of times brings stability, and this is what this card is. It is about stability, and it's about traditional and conformity and morality and ethics. Okay, that's kind of the gist of what the Hierophant is about. But with the full moon being in Taurus, this is usually about stability and being grounded and being able to just really ground yourself and release so that you can get more in tune with yourself. Unfortunately, this full moon is opposing Uranus, and there's a whole lot of drama going on around that, okay? So with the Hierophant and the Emperor is Aries, okay? And he's that fire starter. He's the first sign of, the zodiac even. He likes to get stuff started. And he, like I said, I always say, who's your daddy whenever I see the Emperor? But because he's the sign of fatherhood. He's the sign of authority and structure and being in control. And that's what this is. You're trying to hold on very tightly. You're trying to, divine feminine, like I said, there's a lot of stuff apparently happening for you and to you right now, and you're going through some experiences that are cracking you open and making you feel things you don't necessarily want to feel, divine feminine, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, but it is for sure happening to you. And you want things to be orderly and in control, and you want to be in charge of the situation, and you're used to things being, this is about, tradition, okay? So you're used to things being the way they are. You don't necessarily want change. And more than anything, divine feminine, you probably like to be in charge of the situation, is particularly your life. And it's interesting how you go from a 5 to changes coming to 4, which is basically 4 is you letting you know you are being divinely held and supported by your angels. Whenever I see 4, that's your angels checking in with you, letting you know what you're going through. You are not alone. And the thing is you're trying to go through the situation and you're trying to maintain control of the situation. You're being told, let go. It's okay. In the end, it's going to be okay. You need to allow yourself to be cracked wide open. Quit trying to hold on to control the situation because it's not yours to control. The situation is something bigger than you, and you're supposed to probably experience it so that you can learn whatever it is you need to learn for the future. So many times when we're going through experiences, we just know that it's just complete bullshit and we don't want to go through it, but we don't understand that in the future, this is a lesson that we had to learn so that we can apply it to our lives in the future. And the thing about the Hierophant showing up, I feel like maybe it may be even your, I want to say the word structures, but it's kind of the systems. That's the word I'm looking for. The systems that you have in place already in your life that you're used to, whether maybe it's your home life, your work, your family, but you have, you're used to a certain order, a certain system, a certain structure within these relationships. And it feels like that is being challenged a little bit. It feels like the structures and the stability within your life, within your home, within your relationships are being a little bit challenged, a little bit pushed, and you're trying to hold on to control of the situation, and you're being told not to. You're being told to let go of control, to allow yourself to be cracked wide open. And as you do, you're going to find that you're going to have an opportunity to experience new ways of seeing things, new ways of thinking things, new ways of understanding things through that experience. So allow yourself to be cracked open. It is okay. You are safe. You are divinely held. This is why the number 4 shows up. While you're going through these changes that can bring you literally unlimited possibilities. Focus. These changes, you have unlimited possibilities on the table. these changes. Let go of control, let go of holding on too tight, allow even the systems that you trust to keep you stable, your home life, your relationships, your family, whatever that system is that you count on for stability, allow it to fall away if it needs to. If it completely needs to end and fall away for your sake, allow it to. If that is what you're being guided to do. But how do you know? How do you know? Well, you need to get into alignment with yourself, and you need to spend some time meditating and get quiet. And I'm saying this to myself as well, because I spend far too much time not being quiet and now allowing my mind to just receive downloads and instruction about what steps to take next. So if I'm saying it to me, I'm probably saying it to you as well, Divine Feminine, because we are all connected through the law of one. What one Divine Feminine experiences, we all experience, okay? So allow those structures and those systems that you have within your own life to fall away. Quit trying to hold on, quit trying to be in charge, and allow yourself to be cracked wide open, because it is happening for you, not to you. Understand though, you do have one thing you have control over this situation, and that is the power to direct your own thoughts. And the more that you give the power to your own thoughts, the more focus you give to your own thoughts and less focus you give to the outside situation, the faster and quicker the situation will improve. And watch how dang fast all of the relationships in your life improve. Watch. It'll be mind-blowing how fast things will change. All right, Divine Feminine, I hope that was helpful. Divine Masculine, you are up next. Let me get my cards. Here we go. We are going to pull your first oracle card. It's going to be from the Angels and Ancestors oracle cards. Angels, Ancestors, Guardians, God, Spirit, what messages do you have for the Divine Masculine today? What does the Divine Masculine need to know about this Halloween weekend? What can the Divine Masculine expect this weekend under this blue moon on Halloween? We just need one card on the table, please, for our Divine Masculine. What? All right, looks like y'all got two. Looky there. Got the Sun again. Enjoy success and happiness. And Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. I love that. I really, really love that. Let me slide all this over just a wee bit. There we go. Let's see what we got at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck, though, you did get Warrior. Be fearless and stand strong. You are the warrior in your own life, Divine Masculine. Be fearless and stay strong. All right, let's see what these cards have to say. We will start with the Water Guardian. I love her. She reminds me of a friend of mine. The Water Guardian, connect with your emotions, Divine Masculine. Take this time to understand how you really feel. Know that your sensitivity is not a curse, but it is a gift that allows you to receive and to understand messages directly from your soul. I love that message. I'm going to say that again. Understand that your sensitivity is not a curse, okay? If you're extra sensitive, especially right now, I mean, I wouldn't even doubt it with that full moon going on. And look how, so, water signs are the signs of our emotions, and the moon is represented actually by a water sign, by Cancer. And Pisces, actually. And Pisces is all about those emotions, isn't it? So it's kind of fun that this pops up during this full moon. And on top of everything, it's a blue moon. And look at her. She's blue. I love that. I love when Spirit plays little games with us like this. So you're being asked to connect to your emotions and understand that if you're extra sensitive right now, understand that being sensitive is not a curse, but this is actually a gift that allows you to receive and understand messages directly from your soul. Your angels want you to know that it is okay to feel the emotions that are surfacing in you at this time. It doesn't matter if you feel joyous or sad. All emotions are powerful messengers that allow you to understand what you want and what you need. Take time to breathe through them. Allow yourself to acknowledge what you're feeling and let them flow through you rather than crashing down on you as an overwhelming wave, which is kind of exactly what we said about the Divine Feminine. It's happening for you, not to you. So allow yourself, we can't stop pain. And in fact, we even said that right here, and before long, with much less effort than you spend trying to dodge negative conversations, all of your relationships will improve. Exactly. You can't avoid these things, okay? You can try as you may, but you can't control life, right? You can't. Things are going to happen out of your control. And instead of fighting it, allow it to happen. Allow yourself to experience this, okay? Because when you go through and you take the time to breathe and acknowledge what you feel, it allow your feelings and your emotions to flow through you rather than crashing down over you and drowning you, okay? So it's super, super important that, you hear these messages that these angels are trying to connect to you, and they're trying to share with you, your angels are, and take the time to connect with your own intuition, divine masculine. That is really what you're being told. This full moon, you're being asked, during the full moon, it's all about release. So what emotions do you need to release that you're holding on to, divine masculine, during this full moon? Maybe take the time to go outside and release these emotions that no longer serve you, and allow yourself to connect and feel what you need to feel so that you can connect more deeply to your intuition. And then you can be, purpose driven, all right? Spirit led. Now look, here we are, the sun. I love that you pull the sun on the night of a full moon. How fun is that? All right, let's see. What is the sun about? Give me just 1 second to flip through the deck. There we go. Here we go. Sun. Sun, enjoy success and happiness. Know that the doors are opening up for you right now. Follow up on new projects, ventures, and ideas. Connect with the inner fire that is moving you forward. A divine masculine, you are being surrounded by the brightness of the sun at this time. Opportunities to feel and be successful are swirling all around you. Relationships and friendships progress with joy, and you will feel happy and uplifted. If you're not somewhere bright and sunny right now, there will be other ways in which you can enjoy the warmth of the sun. Solar energy brings health and vitality, and it can energize and warm and encourage everything to grow. The energy of expansion is within you at this time, and you are being offered the perfect opportunity to move forward. This is not about sitting in the past. It's not about getting stuck in the present. You are given, this is the sun. When the sun shines up, when the sun shows up, you're being handed the keys to expansion. You're being offered the opportunity to move forward, and usually much more rapidly than you could possibly imagine. If you want to bring something to life, or if you are ready to take a step, the next step, a new step in a relationship, the sun is going to bring that energy to allow that to happen to you, okay? If you're asking a question, however, the question is most certainly a yes. The answer is a yes, okay? Divine masculine, if one of you has a question, the answer is yes. What I like about this is, like, look how balanced you are at this moment, divine masculine. You have the sun and quite literally the moon, right? So this is about facing your emotions, making sure you're connecting with your emotions, but let's not stay too down low. Let's, connect into that higher energy, because at this moment, feel what you need to feel. Allow them to flow through you. Don't allow them to crash over you. And understand that right now you are sitting in a great moment of expansion. Take advantage of that. Feel what you need to feel. Connect to your intuition and allow that to move you forward onto the path that you need to be on. Again, remember, the only thing you can control in this entire life is your thoughts, and your thoughts is what your reality becomes. So focus on, connecting to those emotions and to your intuition. Let's not sit in the lower vibe. Let's feel it, let it move through you, move to you and through you, and then focus on what you want, okay? This is a time to expand, divine masculine. All right, let's get you a tarot. Divine masculine, we are going to pull from our good old-fashioned standard universal Rider-Waite tarot deck. All right, let's see what we got, divine masculine. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. Look there, you got the sun, you got the star. What messages do we have for our divine masculine today? What can the divine masculine expect on this Halloween weekend? What can the divine masculine look forward to during this full blue moon? All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, we just need one card on the table, please, for our divine masculine. Let the Divine Masculine know more about what can he expect for this weekend. You've got 2 cards, Divine Masculine. You've got a lot of messages this weekend. You got 2 oracles, 2 tarots. Looky there, you've got the Knight of Swords. So you got a lot of swords representing your thoughts. And it actually represents the astral plane. So that kind of makes me laugh because look, the astral plane, you've got the sun and the moon. You've got a lot of sun and moon energy, so you are definitely being told to focus your energy on your emotions and your intuition and allow your intuition to guide you and don't let your emotions get the best of you. Stay forward focused, okay? So, but then again, you also pulled a lot of swords, and as I said, you know, swords represent, you know, our thoughts. These are your air signs, so your Aquarius, hold on, I always forget our air signs the most, hold on. I can't think. Oh, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. The sad thing about that is that I actually have 2 air signs. I am, funny enough, I am a sun sign. I'm a Sagittarius, but I'm also a Libra moon and a Gemini rising. So it's kind of funny. I have a lot of air energy in my sign. Speaking of air energy, here we have the Knight of Swords and sitting next to that 2 of Swords. So, and of course the Knight of Swords is in reverse. So let's start there with that Knight of Swords in reverse. This is about having basically no direction, you know, and not really knowing what path to take, not knowing which way to go. And then you have the 2 of Swords. 2 of Swords is about making a choice. It's about, you know, about looking at a situation and being able to make a very clear cut choice. Sometimes it's about cutting things out of your life that no longer serve your best and highest good. And then sitting at the bottom of the deck, you got the Hanged Man. Okay, this is cool. I like this reading for you, Divine Masculine. Let's talk about this. So, you know, we're going to put them all together because they actually tell a better story this way. So, Divine Masculine, I have a feeling, just like the rest of the whole world the last few weeks, you've been feeling a lot of feelings, perhaps a lot of deep feelings, perhaps even some negative feelings you don't necessarily want to be sitting in. But it feels like you've been maybe letting your emotions get the best of you, perhaps even a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with connecting with your emotions, but we need to understand that we can go too far one way and too far to the other. And if we're sitting deep in these emotions and we're not coming out to come up and get some fresh air and some sunshine, we can let those emotions just rule us and run away with our life instead of just allowing us to take our emotions to connect to our own intuition. And that is what you're being asked. You're being asked to let go of those lower energies that it looks like you've been holding on to here, Divine Masculine, because as you're sitting in those lower energies, they're not really giving you a path. You can't hear your own intuition. You can't see the path that you should be taking because you're sitting in, you know, these emotions. So it's time to connect with your own intuition. It's time to cut out, you know, those emotions, thoughts, past, present, future that you're thinking about, people, situations, whatever it is that you're holding on to that no longer serves your highest and best good. Because, I mean, you've literally been holding on to it. You're holding on. The Hanged Man shows up. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can read the Hanged Man. There's tons of different ways you can read the Hanged Man. But the interesting thing about the Hanged Man is he's Pisces. Pisces, again, is a water sign. This is about you're holding on to emotions. You're hanging on to emotions. I mean, look at her. She's sitting in front of the water. Look, this 2 of Swords is sitting in front of the water. These are emotions that you're holding on to that are not getting you very far. You're not able to see where you need to go because you're allowing your emotions to block your path. I mean, like literally there could be a path forward for her right here towards these mountains, but she can't see it because the emotions are blocking it. See how the water is blocking the path? She needs to take off her blinders that she's allowing to happen because she's tapping, because, you know, sitting in these emotions, Divine Masculine, you need to take off the blinder, cut out what no longer serves your highest, best good, and allow yourself then, and only then, will you be able to find the path and you'll be able to charge forward because you can hear your own intuition. And that is what you're being told. It's okay to feel the emotions. It's okay to feel all the things. There is no such thing as like I said to the Divine Feminine, there is no such thing as good or bad. This is just a human perception that we put on things. Feelings are neither good nor bad. They're just feelings. They are only what they are. We are the ones who assign meaning to them, okay? So connect to your emotions, but let's not sit in them. Allow yourself to feel your emotions, but then tap into your own intuition. Cut out what is no longer serving you and get some clarity on the situation so that you can figure out the path forward. Let go of those things that are holding you back so that you can charge forward on your intuitive path. I mean, look, as soon as you connect to your intuition and let go of those emotions that no longer serve you, the sun comes out. You have got a lot of forward momentum on the table, Divine Masculine. But the most important thing is you got to cut out that which no longer serves you, okay? All right, Divine Masculine, just again, let me remind both of you, Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, you have only one thing in this whole world that you can control, and that is the power to direct your own thoughts. It's the only thing you have any control over, and your thoughts become your reality. So let's get out of this lower energy, Divine Masculine, connect to your intuition and get that forward momentum, Divine Masculine or Divine Feminine. Quit trying to control the situation. Quit trying to expect things to be the way you expect them to be because they've always been that way. Too bad. So sad. It's not going to be that way this time. Understand that you are about to be cracked wide open, and that is okay. You are safe. You are supported. You are divinely loved. You are never alone. Remember, it is happening for you, not to you. Okay. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, I hope you enjoyed your personal readings because now it's time for my Divine Twins. All right, let's do this. Twin Flames, you're up. First card for y'all today on this blue moon. We are going to pull from the Moonology Oracle cards. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for our twin flames today? What can the twin flames expect on this Halloween weekend? And what can the twin flames look forward to during this full moon week? Angels, ancestors, guardians, gods, we just need one card, please, for our twin flames. What messages do you have for the twin flames for today? Oh, that is way too many cards. What messages do you have for the twin flames for today? Remember, time is limitless, so anytime you are watching this is exactly when you're intended to be, so it doesn't have to be Halloween weekend. If you're watching this message is for you right now. All right. I mean, what in the... I got to get a sip of my tea. Hang on. Y'all remember I just said, right at the top of the reading, I said, it's a full moon. It's a blue moon. It's a full blue moon in Taurus. Twins, look what you freaking got. Full moon in Taurus. Thank you, Spirit. For real, thank you. I love when you play that game. Oh my God. Y'all, I literally just got tears in my eyes. Are you fucking with me? Look what's at the bottom of the deck. You know, we never, ever keep the Oracle cards at the bottom of the deck. We never. I always just discard that. But not today, kids. Not today. Obviously, your angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, and spirit need y'all to hear this message, twins. So, on the full blue moon in Taurus, look what you got. Your dreams need a practical plan and believe in the possible. I'm not even going to read the book because this is such a very clear message. All right, I'm actually going to drop off here to the Divine Masculine to start with. Divine Masculine, like I said, you've been in your feelings more than Drake, okay? You've been in your feelings, and that is what is happening. And instead of understanding that your feelings are here to show you something, teach you something, and allow you to tap into your own intuition so you can follow the path you're supposed to be on, you've been sitting in your feelings more than Drake. You've been holding on to that nonsense for no reason. It's getting you nowhere. And really, it's causing a kind of a delay in your life. Cut it out. Tap into your own, success and happiness by tapping into your own intuition. And then once you're in your intuition and you've let go of the nonsense that you don't need, guess what? Then and only then will you be able to hear what your dreams are and make a practical plan for them to come true so that you can charge full steam ahead. All right, divine feminine. And then divine masculine. I don't care how impossible your dreams are. I don't care when you tap into yourself, when you finally let go of this emotion that no longer serves you and you listen to your own intuition. If your intuition tells you that you need to be the king of Sheba, guess what? That is exactly what you're about to become. You're about to become the king of Sheba. I don't even know if that's a thing. I just made that up. And it may seem impossible. It may seem impossible, but you need to believe that if your intuition told you that is what you should be doing. Your dreams need a practical plan, but believe in the impossible. Divine feminine, same thing with you. Right now, you're being cracked wide open. You're experiencing things that are happening for you, not to you. And as soon as you are able to let go of control and let go of, well, this is how it's always supposed to be, so it should continue to be this way. No. That's not how it's supposed to be always. It's supposed to be the way it's supposed to be, and you need to get on the path you need to be on and allow it to happen to you. Your dreams are you're going to get divine inspiration. Intuition is going to tell you where to go, what path to take, and you're going to get real clear cut. Y'all, the beautiful thing about this full moon in Taurus, it is my favorite full moon of the year. It is always my favorite full moon of the year because Taurus is the sign of stability, of strength, of steady. And when you make in general, when we make, the full moon is about release, okay? I'm always about, when you go outside of the full moon, it's about letting go what no longer serves you. But tonight, you need to believe in the impossible, okay? Believe in the impossible. I don't care if you think your dreams are impossible. They are not. They are not. Divine, hear me, twin flames. Your dreams are not impossible. Only thing is that your dreams need a practical plan. Do not give in to people tell you. It's always funny how when you tell people what your plans are, how they'll tell you why you can't do what you can do. You know what? Fuck them. That's not their life. This is not their plan. Screw it. You do you, boo. You listen to your intuition and you do what your intuition is calling on you to do. Believe in the impossible. Listen, look here. Look at that blue moon on both of these cards. Look at that. Remember, believe in the impossible because you can change your entire life just by changing your thoughts. Your thoughts do create the reality you live. Allow your thoughts to change your reality. Believe the impossible dream and make a plan for it. It's not, listen, you can want to become the king of Sheba, but if you ain't got a plan, it ain't going to happen. You can sit around all day being, oh, I sure would like to be the king of Sheba. Well, great. That's awesome. How are you going to do that? You have to actually have a practical plan, okay? I want you to spend, twins, I want you to spend all day today saying, I'm lucky. Tell yourself how lucky you are. Actually, if you ever spend any time in real life with me, one of the things you will hear me say is, you know what my superpower is? I'm the luckiest person you ever met. I have the best timing of anybody you've ever met, and I'm literally the luckiest human being you've ever met. That's my superpower. I'm lucky. And that's what I want your superpower today to be. I'm going to give you a gift. If you are watching this right now, here, I'm offering this. Take it out of my hand. Here's the gift of luck. Today is your lucky day. It is your lucky day. Believe in the impossible under this blue moon, but also because it's a full moon in Taurus, make plans for your dreams. Make practical plans. I am obsessed with this reading. I need y'all to know this is one of the coolest readings I have ever seen. Really. Whatever you're asking about, this is a rare opportunity that's come along. I mean, look at this. Look how it's popping up with the blue moon and the full moon in Taurus. So if you convince yourself that whatever you're asking about can never go in your favor, then guess what? It is not going to go in your favor, all right? Be grateful for the intuition that you received today. And that is so important. As you receive these divine downloads, be grateful for them. Be grateful that you have the opportunity to tap into your own intuition and to be able to create the path forward for yourself through your own higher knowing, your own higher wisdom, because you are being reminded to believe in your dreams and give them a practical plan to move forward. Oh, y'all. I almost want to stop the reading right here because I'm like, it cannot possibly get any better than this. It literally could not get better than this. There's no way. No way. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen, y'all. I mean, I'm not going to talk bad about other tarot readers, but I have to be honest. When I see other tarot readers who like already pre-shuffle or already have all the deck laid out in front of you, and as you open it, you see the cards that are already shuffled. I mean, I do that when I do pick a card, but like not during tarot readings. I always feel like they went through and they picked the cards they want you to have, you know, because you can't see what they're doing off camera. This is why I like to shuffle on camera so you can see what Spirit has to say. And Spirit has a lot to say during this full moon on this blue moon on Halloween. Yes, it does. Look at this. I'm quite literally flabbergasted. That's the word. I am flabbergasted. If you don't know what that means, look it up. All right, twins, one more oracle card. And because it's Halloween, let's read from the Halloween oracle, shall we? All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, Spirit, what messages do you have for the twin flames for today? We just need one card for our twin flames for today. What can the twin flames expect today on this blue moon on Halloween? All right. Let's see what we get. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, just like that. Dang, that was fast. Trick or treat. Mischief and play. Trick or treat. All right, let's see what that's about. Let's see, trick or treat. Here we go. Mischief and play. I love this. It almost looks like the divine masculine and divine feminine standing right beside each other. How damn adorable is this? Trick or treating is such a fun thing to do, is it not? Yet, why do we trick or treat? Ancient peoples understood that there were both mischievous and perhaps nasty spirits wandering around at nightfall at Halloween, as well as happier and more benevolent spirits. They thought that if they dressed up as spirits themselves or as other frightening creatures, then they would not be recognized as human, and then they wouldn't be attacked. The idea of causing a little chaos as one of these spirits was part of the imitation and the enjoyment of the night. The practice of medieval Britain was aptly called souling. So in the old days, back like in the 1400s in Great Britain, they didn't call it trick-or-treating, they called it souling. I think that's very cool. Today, trick-or-treating is a huge event. We spend much time, money, and effort dressing up as our scariest creatures, and this has even extended to dressing up as our favorite celebrities and other pop culture idols. Instead of traditional candy, apples, and bran-brack, we give out mind-boggling variety of candy. It matters not. The idea of frightening away death and darkness still stands. I believe that modern trick-or-treating also unites communities by introducing our families and friends to those around us in a non-threatening and joyful way. Many of us do not know our neighbors, even those who live next door, and Halloween gives us an excuse not to be so reserved and to extend our boundaries. Should you receive this trick or treat card in your reading, it may well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes and play. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it is worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has, at its core, a sort of irreverent fun. So that's kind of a fun card to pull, divine masculine, divine feminine, because like I said, it really does look like the divine masculine, divine feminine standing there. And so what you're being told is that, you've been spinning, again, it's kind of what I just said like 10 times, divine masculine. You've been in your feelings more than Drake, right? Like really, you've been sitting in your feelings, sitting in your emotions. You've been maybe even trying to control the situation, divine feminine, of mischief and mayhem. You're like, nobody's going to pull a trick on me. I'll trick them first, right? Like, you're trying to stick to the traditional conformative way, like, oh no, you're not going to get me, I'll get you first kind of situation. What you're being told is to let go of that heavy energy, let go of this control situation that you're trying to hold on to, and tap into your own self. Tap into yourself. There's the most incredible thing about when you start tapping into your own energetic divine tuning rod that you have. You literally have a divine tuning rod that runs right down your spine that connects you to heaven and to earth. Okay, it's just an energy center that runs through you. And that energy center contains God. It contains the Spirit of God. And the thing that I think so many people don't understand is that they think God is just like this, or source, or creator, or I don't care what you want to call it. You don't have to call it anything, okay? It's just energy that flows through you, and it connects you to earth, and it connects you to, the 5D and above. When we try to hold on really tight, when we are, sitting deep in these emotions and holding on to things that no longer serve us, we're not able to see our path forward, and we're not able to have fun. We're not able to, when, we're sitting here, why is this happening to me? And sitting in these emotions all the time and feeling all these deep, watery feelings. When we're not having fun, when we're not surrendering and having fun and finding joy, we're too deep in this, like we're sitting down here, low energy, and up here is this high energy. It's not balanced. We're not able to feel this energy up here because we're all the way down here. We have to get more balanced. We have to get more fun. And the more we stop trying to control everything and stop trying to sit in this lower energy and direct our thoughts towards that which we can control, which is our thoughts. It's the only thing in life you could control, is the way you think and see and perceive things. When we allow ourselves to just let go of those heavy emotions, heavy thoughts, heavy feelings, trying to control the situation, let it be, know that we're okay, know that we're divinely supportive, and just tap into our own intuition, we allow this happy energy to flow through us. We allow love to come to us. And then we are allowed to, the more fun, the more you sit and have fun today, the less you sit in this low energy, this controlling energy where you're trying to, be in charge of everything, divine feminine, and not allow life just to unfold around you. And when you're sitting in this, low energy where you're trying to hold on to, whatever this low energy is, divine masculine, if you would go have some fun today, your intuition will have a chance to come out and tell you what's up. Your intuition will come out and try to give you a path to move forward. It'll give you, your dreams, a practical plan. And even if these dreams feel impossible, because you were light and fun and allowed your energy to rise up out of that low, murky energy, you're going to be able to believe in the impossible, and you're going to be able to achieve the impossible. This is just, I cannot emphasize to you, it is a blue moon in Taurus tonight. What in the actual world? Cannot believe we drew this. Spirit, you're the best. I got to tell you, this is why I do tarot readings. I could sit there and do this for myself all day long, okay? And I would get the benefit of it. I would get the benefit of my own readings for myself. But here's the thing. I like to share this with the public. I love to share this with the people who are watching this, so y'all can see. Spirit is talking to you. Spirit is literally trying to get your attention. If you don't believe this, look right here. It is a full blue moon in Taurus tonight. And look what we pulled. Wild. It is wild. I love that, Spirit. Thank you. All right. Last cards for the day, and we will close out this incredible reading. Twin flames. Let's pull from the Santa Muerte tarot cards. Day of the Dead. She is the goddess of the Day of the Dead, Santa Muerte. All right. That's some good juicy energy in these cards. Woo! I've got tingles all running up and down me. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for our twin flames today? Justice. Justice is on the table. So if you're seeking a fair solution, wow, that did not want to shuffle, did it? If y'all are seeking a fair solution to this situation today, it should happen. Five of Wands. There's been a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of, I don't want to say fighting, but it feels like there could be a lot of fighting, actually. Arguments and stuff like that. And it feels like, you're moving through some kind of competition, a conflict. That's the word I'm looking for, conflict. It feels like there's been a lot of conflict on the table that you're working through. And then look, you get to the Nine of Wands. You go from that Five of Wands to that Nine of Wands, which is, hey, you may even have another uphill battle even today. but this will be your last stand. This will be the last battle you have to fight today. So I kind of like that message. Wow. Okay. First card on the table, Judgment. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. We just need 2 more cards on the table, please, for our twin flames. What can the twin flames expect? Next card up, the Star. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. We just need 1 more card on the table, please, for our twin flames. That's too many. Wait, do I see a card? Nope. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. We just need 1 card, please, for our twin flames, and we will take that. Okay, twins. It's the bottom of the deck. Okay, well, cool. I mean, at the bottom of the deck, you got the Knight of Swords. So you get the Knight of Swords twice. Anytime you get 2 cards twice, that is a double confirmation that this is a message that you need to pay attention to. All right, let me get a sip of tea. We'll dive into this. The way I read my cards is this is past, present, and future. This card here sits between the past. Well, technically, these 2 cards sit between the past and the present. This card sits between the present and the future. And the cards at the bottom of the decks are always our clarifiers, okay? Start sitting in the past with Judgment. So, okay, you know, Judgment, it means exactly what it means. It's about being judged. It's about taking the time to maybe even reflect back, to look back over what has happened and to maybe look at the situation as a whole, okay? So you're being asked, and it's interesting because it's a 20, and I always say whenever this pops up this year, this has to do with this year because it's the year 2020, okay? So you're being asked to look maybe back over this past year and to look at the situation as a whole. How have you been handling it? And it's interesting, look at this card. What do you need to lay to rest? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to bury from this year and just let it go, okay? So you're being told, and this is sitting in the past, but you really are being asked to look back over this year, okay? During this year, you maybe have even let go of a lot of things and maybe even some dreams. See how, because these cards are sitting, this card sits right under your dreams, need a practical plan, and believe in the impossible. And maybe you had some impossible dreams this year that you've let go of because they didn't work out. And the reason they didn't work out is because you didn't give your dreams a practical plan, you know? And so you're being asked to look back over those dreams that you had that you let go of, the dreams that you thought were impossible that you let go of, and maybe even revisit them and see if maybe you need to perhaps dust them off and see if it wasn't that they were impossible, is that you didn't have a practical plan, okay? Divine twins, you need to kind of, I mean, this is just has to do with 2020. I really do think that, see how it's coming back to life. So look back over your dreams from this past year. What have you let go? What have you moved forward away from that maybe you need to dig back up and dust back off and know that they're not impossible and that you need to just give them a better plan, a better sense of reorganization, okay? So that's in the past though. So look back over the past and those things. Now moving forward from the past into the present, sitting right next to that is the Star, okay? So the Star in reverse. Now this is having some, I don't want to say despair, okay? That feels like a very strong word. Some discouragement, maybe some insecurity, perhaps. You know, you've wanted perhaps to, it's not that you perhaps wanted to give up on those dreams. It's just you got very discouraged, you know, and those dreams that you buried, those dreams that you let go of, that I'm asking you to revisit, maybe bring back to life and know that they're not impossible, but just need a plan. Those dreams, the reason why they probably are dead and buried is because they made you feel, even though you wanted to chase those dreams, it was a star too far out of reach for you. You felt that that star was so far out of reach that it was impossible to reach. Well, guess what? It's not. It was never impossible. It's just maybe the timing wasn't right. There were lessons that you needed to learn. Both of you, divine feminine and divine masculine. There were lessons that you were meant to learn. You had to go through those failures, those things you let go of, those discouragements, you know, that you felt, so that you can come out on the other side successful once you were able to make practical plans and get back into alignment with yourself, right? Once you were able to let go of control and hear your own intuition. And that's the point. you were feeling very discouraged. You let go of those dreams. Well, look, you couldn't control a damn thing, but you can control the way you see things, the way you view things, the way your thoughts, okay? So if you want these dreams to come true, believe in the impossible and make a plan and direct your own thoughts in the direction in which you want to go. Because look here, moving forward in the present, we have, of course, mischief in play, and we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Do you know what the Five of Pentacles in reverse is? That's literally recovery, improvement, and then play. So you're being told, if you will let go of trying to be in control, let go of trying to be in control of, and be like, well, this is the way things have always been, so why should anything ever change? I'm going to keep doing it the way I've always done. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. All that caused was a lot of discouragement. And you over here, Divine Masculine, are being told to, and the only way you're ever going to be able to make a practical plan is to take off the blinders to that which you don't want to see. Let go of these emotions you're holding onto for some reason. Cut them out and make yourself a clear path forward so you can enjoy success, so that you can recover from this. Because see, look, again, at the bottom of the deck for both of you, you've got the Knight of Swords, you know, and that is that knight who is action oriented. He comes in and he is ready for you to change your life. He will give you, he is going to be the one who is going to help you believe not only in that impossible, but he's also going to give you a practical plan to move your dreams forward. This night is the most perfect night to be sitting between these two cards. I can't even get over. Tonight is the night for y'all to believe in the possible, to make your dreams come true. No, there is nothing impossible. This knight is literally that knight who is here. He can do anything. That Knight of Swords is not afraid. Look at him swallowing that sword. He is not afraid. Swallow that sword, baby. Swallow that sword. And no, that is not a euphemism. Swallow that sword tonight. Believe in your dreams. Do not give up on yourself tonight. Let it go. Whatever you're holding on to, whatever control you're holding on to, let it go. Let's have a full reset under this full blue moon in Taurus tonight. Twin Flames, I hope you found this helpful. This is one, I'm serious. I've been reading tarot for about 19 years now, almost 20 years. And this is the coolest reading I've ever had for anyone. I hope you found this helpful. If you knew somebody who could find this helpful, please feel free to share, comment. If you haven't already subscribed, I will love you.